some very, very generously sweet ladies complimenting me, and I appreciate that. Hi, everybody. I'm Guy. I'm going to be with you for the next 2 hours, and I wanted to start off by talking about our own brand. It's called Kitchen HQ. What we do is we cut out the middleman. We created our own brand of products, which are amazing. And rather than have you go to some fancy, culinary store or whatever and spend all that money, you can get the same type of product, but you can get it for a fraction of the price. And I have a couple of items that I highlighted. First of all, years ago, I went out and I bought a imported French roasting pan. It was like $299, big, giant pan, and I loved it. The nonstick inside it lasted 1 season. Come on over here. We have from our own brand, Kitchen HQ. This is a giant jumbo roasting pan. Granted, you're not going to use this every day, but when you need to make a lasagna, when you got to do your holiday ham, when you need to do your turkey, right? Oh, by the way, my card says $54.95. They just dropped the price $10. They just dropped the price 10 more bucks. All right, helper handles, riveted, rack inside. You get everything you need. Don't go spend $200 on a roasting pan. Buy this one. You'll have it for years. It has that diamond-infused nonstick, and it's great for anything. If you make lasagna once a year, buy this pan. All right, also, in addition to this, what are we going to next, Rob? Are we going to do that little steamer? Oh, because I don't have that out here. We have a stackable cast iron cookware set. I'm sorry we didn't put it out. I think it's in the hallway over there. But anyway, you get 3 pans. You get the grill, you get the griddle, and you get the big heavy-duty pan, and you get a lid. We are doing it today at a huge savings. I think it's, $40 off, Rob? Is that what that says? $30 off. All right, so they dropped it to $99.95. Guys, you're getting 3 pieces of cast iron cookware with that diamond nonstick, no seasoning, and they all stack. They all stack. When you're putting it away, you don't have all these different pans to get rid of. But it's getting warm out, right? I don't know about you, but it is ice cream season. And when April starts, it's ice cream season. And if you love your favorite ice cream, but you're tired of paying for it and you want to buy it, make it yourself with our best value of the day. Who's in the mood for ice cream? 11,500 people have already ordered this, and what you're getting is not one. We're going to give you 2 ice cream makers. Plug them in, put your ingredients in, make sure you put the bowl in the freezer overnight, put your ingredients in the bowl, put it inside, turn the button on. That is all that you need to do, and you will have the most delicious, rich, creamy ice cream, gelato, frozen yogurt, sorbet, whatever you want. And tell me these are not the cutest things you've ever seen right here. So what we've got here is you're going to get 2 of the freezer bowls. All right. You're also, obviously, you get the lid and the paddle. We're going to give you 2 of the pint containers so that you can store your ice cream so you have it whenever you need it. And by the way, how many of you go to the store and you buy a pint of ice cream like that? I do, because I like the keto stuff. $7.99. For 1 pint of ice cream. You can make it yourself for pennies. So why would you do that? And you can customize it to whatever flavor you want. I'm going to go through colors really quickly, and then we'll get Chef Shahir out here, okay? So I'm going to start right here. So this is buttercream and ice cream cone. Do you see the cute little ice cream cones on there? Are you kidding me right now? Perfect. And you'll get the matching pints. By the way, if you want this, there's 400 left in this duo. Remember, you get 2. That's buttercream and ice cream cone. The one up front is lilac and sprinkles. So this has we used to call them shots when I was a kid, but those are the little sprinkles. And then there's the lilac, and you get the containers to match. We also have it available in the red and white. Behind, right in front of me is the pistachio and the white, which I love. I love this pistachio color, and you get the 2 containers right there to go with it. Over here, obviously, is black and white, 2 containers with that. We also have the aqua and sprinkle, also very, very limited, and could sell out in this presentation or the next. And you're going to get 2 pints with that. And then finally, we've got rose color here, and then that one comes with strawberry. And it's a very simple design, just so you all know. I'm just going to show you. There's your bowl. You put this in the freezer. It's insulated. That's going to get frozen cold. put your ingredients in, put your lid on with the paddle, lock it, turn on the button, let it go. Let it do its thing, and you can actually see what's going on. And they have areas where you can add, you know, candies or M&Ms or whatever you want to put in there, peanut butter, chunks of peanuts, whatever you want to put in there, you can add. Chef Shahir Masood, my good friend.
My friend.
I have not eaten much today because I knew we were going to be doing ice cream.
I just got to start you off with the best homemade ice cream. Look at this cherry chocolate ice cream that I made, and you can make the most incredible ice cream, sorbet, gelato, frozen yogurt, and I'm going to show you how to do it. And it starts with 4 basic ingredients. If you, Guy, that's for you. If you can mix milk, cream, vanilla, and sugar together,
I can do that.
You can make ice cream. If you can use less cream and more milk, you can make gelato, and now you have less fat. Maybe you want to use a sweetener and honey and maple rather than sugar. Or maybe you want to use coconut milk or almond milk and cut out all the lactose. You're in control. The great news is I developed 15 recipes that come with it. And all you do is mix the ingredients, put it into the unit, and let it churn, churn, churn. And you can see whatever flavor, whatever you make, sorbet, ice cream, gelato, or frozen yogurt, it works the same way. And as it churns, you're gonna see it gets soft and silky and smooth. And you could add any flavor you like, any topping.
And the longer you leave it in there, the thicker it'll get.
The longer you leave it in there, the thicker it gets. If you like it soft serve, churn it less. If you like it firmer, churn it a little more. Also, as you freeze it in the freezer, it firms up a little bit as well. That's why we thought of this idea to have the pint containers. As you go to the trouble of making this amazing ice cream, you gotta store it. So you can now label the flavor, put your date when you made it, and name it after somebody. When your friends or family, your daughter, your son, or your grandson make up a flavor, name it after them. They have such a blast.
Let me tell you, I have never been a big fan of cherry chocolate ice cream.
It's so good.
That is so good. And you know what it is?
Yep.
It tastes fresh.
It tastes...
Like I actually taste all those ingredients.
Now look at this. I'm using a heated ice cream scoop that we invented from Kitchen HQ, USB charged. You heat it up, and it just glides right into your homemade ice cream.
And by the way, if you buy that with the today's special, you get $5 off.
How cool!
So it'll be, instead of being 30, it's $24.95, I think. Yeah.
It just glides right through the ice cream.
And that is rechargeable. Oh my gosh.
Rechargeable, no batteries. But again, a lot of us have never made ice cream before, or sorbet, or gelato, and I really want to walk you through how easy it is. How good is that?
This one's really
chocolate
thick.
chip, a little bit of coconut in there. You can come up with any flavor you want. Take your favorite cereal, take your favorite candy, take your favorite
That's better
nut,
than the other one.
and crush it into the sides. Guy mentioned that as it's churning, you can throw in a little caramel drizzle, some chocolate drizzle, some blackberry drizzle into my cinnamon ice cream here. It's super easy, but let me start you off right here, Guy, because again, I do know a lot of us have never made ice cream before. You get the recipes that I created for this unit. So you know the ratio.
Yeah.
Here's how it works. A little bit of cream and a little bit of milk. And again, you could go more milk than cream, and now you have a gelato that's less fat.
Yep.
Now you want to put some sugar. Now you could also use a sweetener. Sometimes I'll use a monk fruit sweetener.
That's my favorite.
Right? I know you
That's
like
all
that.
I use.
You could also use sweeten something natural like honey or maple.
Yeah, you
and
can
then vanilla bean
syrup.
paste.
Oh.
Look at that. Now, this is the basis for the most amazing, natural, no preservative, vanilla ice cream. I'm using my favorite whisk from Kitchen HQ. It's my push whisk. I just push up and down. I use this obviously for my ice cream, but also for my salad dressings and mixing my eggs. And that's it. If you can mix 4 ingredients together, you're done. Turn on the ice cream maker and pour it in, Guy. And that's it. The paddle inside, as it moves, churns the ice cream or the gelato or the sorbet or the frozen yogurt, and you're done.
You know, we offered one like this.
How cool is that?
It's amazing. We offered one from about, I would say about 8 or 9 years ago.
Yeah.
It was really big.
Huge.
And the bowl was so big, it took up a ton of room in the freezer.
Yeah.
Remember, this is a 1 pint size. So it's perfect to make any kind of customized ice cream that you want to make. And then you can store it because we're giving you the pint containers.
Yeah.
Also, I should tell you, that ice cream maker I bought here was $100 as a today's special. You're getting 2 for $34.95. And I love that we're doing that because here's what I'll tell you. When you make this with your kids or grandkids, they're going to want to take it home with them. So you can keep one and give one to your family.
And give one. And you mentioned kids and grandkids. I have a 4-year-old Catherine and an 8-year-old Cairo. They love, I mean, of course they love this. They're 4 and 8 years old. Can you imagine how much fun kids and grandkids have as ice cream is churning? They get to pick their flavor. They get to drizzle in the chocolate sauce or the marshmallows or whatever their toppings are. They get to name the flavor and then label their own pint. Now watch this, guy. Hold on now. I'm gonna give you my classic.
Look at that scooper.
Chocolate
Remember, the
chip
scooper
vanilla.
is heated.
The scooper is heated, and that's how I get these perfect little orbs of ice cream. Look, so I don't have to wrestle. You gotta get the scooper because as you make your ice cream, you wanna store it in these pint containers, and without the heated scoop, it could be a chore to
Can I
take out.
see that heated scooper?
Isn't that cool? USB charged.
Dude, it's warm.
It's like a hot knife through butter.
It has a
Look at that.
rechargeable battery inside,
Yeah.
and it actually is warm, and it melts. It goes right through the ice cream.
So
That is brilliant.
I want you to try this mint chocolate chip gelato that I made, and guess what's different about it?
I'll
Just
go
take
right
a
up.
guess.
I'll go out of the
You're gonna
container.
taste the mint. You're gonna taste the chocolate. No sugar. I use a monk fruit sweetener instead of sugar. So if you want to cut back on your sugar,
Wow.
you're in control. If you
Wow.
want to go more milk, less cream, you're in control. If you want to go all milk or lactose-free milk or coconut milk or almond milk, if you want no lactose, you can do that. So the best part about making ice cream at home is you're in control of the flavors, the experience, the sugar, the fat, the lactose.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
And remember this, fat is not your enemy, all right? Sugar really can be the enemy. I mean, if you got kids and you want to use real sugar, I have no issue with that. But a lot of you are seniors and you have to watch your sugar intake, right? So I would recommend, like Chef said,
Yeah.
monk fruit sweetener. By the way, you can
Totally.
find monk fruit sweetener anywhere, and it comes in a powdered form.
Yeah,
So
it
if you
looks
wanna
like
use that-
sugar.
and it tastes exactly like sugar. So you're getting the richness, you're just not getting that terrible sugar
Totally.
rush. And your kids will never know. And that's the best part is you can make your own
Yeah.
custom recipes.
So
you know?
also, one thing I love to make, here in my lavender, I made an amazing Greek yogurt. So I put a little bit of Greek yogurt into my base. I cut back on the cream, a little more milk. So you're actually getting protein. Again, choose your sweetener. So you're gonna be making Greek yogurt, frozen yogurts, sorbets, gelato, ice cream, and it's as easy as following my recipes with a handful of ingredients you already have. Now this one I threw in a little bit of coffee into my Greek yogurt. My
I love
frozen
coffee.
yogurt. And look at this.
I love coffee
How
ice
good is this? Guy, when you get into the flavors that you can create, and again, the best part about doing this is you can add your toppings, your drizzles, or you can incorporate them as they're churning.
If I had
You like
that,
that one?
if I had that in a 5-star restaurant, I would be impressed. That is amazing. And all we did is coffee, milk, and cream, and a little
That's
sweetener.
it. A little yogurt for some Greek yogurt.
And all
you're
you do
good.
is hit the button. All right, we are very, very busy. In fact, my producer, Rob, just asked me to ask
Watch
everybody
this.
to use the code down there at the bottom of the screen. It's called a QR code. You just turn your phone on, put the camera on, take a picture of it. You actually don't even have to click
Yep.
it. Automatically takes you to hsn.com and you can order. Remember, everybody will get 2 of these. So if you are getting the lavender, you will also get the sprinkles. If you are getting the strawberry, you're also getting
Yep.
the pink. Everybody gets, or rose. Everybody gets 2. And the reason we did that, a couple of reasons really, because we know if you have kids,
Yeah.
and I'm not talking about little teeny tiny kids, I'm talking about your own kids and they have kids,
Yeah.
you can keep one of these and give one to them. And I mean, come on, it's a
Totally.
great gift. You get 2 for $34.95. It's
2.
ridiculous.
For me, it's the right size, guy, and you mentioned it. Old school ice cream makers were enormous. Consider this, at 1 pint size, it's gonna live in your freezer. When it lives in your freezer, you're only 20 minutes away from fresh ice cream, gelato, or sorbet at all times. So let it live in your freezer and have a blast. Watch the kids go nuts. You know, when my son turned 5, instead of going out for a birthday party, we had the party at home, we lined up 5 machines, and the kids got to make their own ice cream.
Dude, so
Can you
good.
imagine that?
It's so
Think
much
about
fun.
how much fun that is when you have a birthday party. So if you want to get a party on the cheap, whether it's a bridal shower, birthday party, etc., kids love doing this and they remember it. And
And-
when you have those moments, they're
Yeah.
going to remember.
And it's so budget friendly.
Totally.
Because literally, an ice cream like that, gourmet, at
Yep.
the supermarket is going to be $7.99 or $6.99. So you're going to spend $7 or $8. I would
Look at that.
guarantee the ingredients in there
Yep.
were probably less than $1.
And that portion for sure.
Yeah, less than $1.
Because, guy, we're talking about milk, cream, and sugar. Like, it's not that big a deal. Now, I must say, it's super cool that we came up with this idea to include the pint containers. Because as I developed the recipes for this unit, I kept making pint after pint of ice cream, and I'm like, where do I put this stuff? This being our in-house brand, we can move quick. And I called the team at Kitchen HQ and said, we need pint containers. And we want them to have a label where you can put the flavor and the date. Now my kids, when they come up with a new flavor, it'll say their name, Catherine's Raspberry White Chocolate Crunch, and she loves it. Or my son Cairo, Cairo's Banana Fudge. They go nuts. This is more than just ice cream and sorbet and gelato, which of course it is. You're gonna control your sugar, your lactose, your flavors, your fat. It's more than that. It's about creating those memories with the kids, the grandkids, and your family.
Yeah, making ice cream.
Yeah,
You
what could
couldn't
be
do it.
better?
You couldn't do something more fun with children, right?
Totally.
Make a dessert. All right, so I have to update you on quantities because we're going to sell out of a couple of these very, very soon. So if you want red, the red comes with a white, and you get one red and one white. We're okay with that. That's actually Kitchen HQ's most popular color. We have it in the lilac, and this is sprinkles. All right, you can see the little sprinkles on there. The most popular is the buttercream, and that comes with the ice cream cone. By the way, I got 300 left of these in that combination. All right, remember you also get the containers. Pistachio and white, black and white. Over here is aqua and sprinkle. And then finally we have the beautiful rose and strawberry. So there's the strawberry right there. And then there's the rose. Each one comes with its own lid and paddle. And remember, if you buy this, get the heated ice cream scoop. All you do is plug it in. It's got a little green light when it's charged up. And when you use it, it's always going to be warm. It's always going to go right through that ice cream. And you get $5 off. There it is right there. You get $5 off of the scooper if you buy the Today's Special with us. What else you got?
Now, check this out. Real quick before I show you my sorbet, which is easy. Take your favorite frozen fruit. I'm going to show you how to make sorbet. Real quick, I want to show you one more gelato because I love gelato. This one's got caramel, walnuts. By the way, if you got some leftover banana, you're not making that banana bread. I hate to break it to you. Puree it up into your ice cream. Why not? Imagine a banana walnut ice cream with streaks of caramel. It's just, the thing is, the options are endless. Look at the perfect consistency of that ice cream, guy.
That is the best one I've had.
Right?
What is this? Is this banana?
That's a little bit of banana in there.
Caramel?
So caramel, walnuts. And because I pureed some bananas in there, and dates are a great trick too, I use less sugar. So you have control.
Jeez.
Don't just make banana bread.
eat
You
this
can
all
make
day.
that banana walnut ice cream, or use less sugar, or use less fat, more milk than cream. It's totally up to you.
Wow. Wow,
Isn't
wow,
that
wow.
fun?
Yeah, that is so good. And it's amazing because I would never have thought of these combinations. And that's the best part. Whatever you have left, you got blueberries.
You got blueberries.
Throw blueberries in there.
Throw them in there.
You got strawberries. Throw those in there.
Make either a sorbet, put them
What
into your
about
ice cream. Sometimes I have half a bag of like white chocolate
Or
chips kicking around.
leftover coffee.
Leftover coffee.
Yeah.
Put it in. It's so fun to take a look at what you got and throw it into the sides and see what flavor combinations you come up with. Now, we've done ice cream. We've done gelato. We've done a frozen yogurt.
Yeah.
And I showed you. Ice cream is 4 ingredients. Milk, cream, vanilla, sugar. You can do that. Gelato is less cream, more milk, so less fat. You're controlling fat, sugar, flavors. One thing I haven't shown you yet, sorbet. I will take my favorite frozen fruit, whether it's raspberry, mango, strawberry, and just look at this guy.
We just went over 12,000, by the way.
Just look at the consistency. This is a little bit of raspberry. Now, you could put sugar, but you don't have to. Let the natural sweetness of the fruit speak. I will puree this up with a splash of water. Sometimes I'll put lemon zest or lime zest to really
like
wake up
that.
the flavors, right? That little hint of acidity. Oh, man. Look at how smooth. Can you get inside this shot, guys?
We'll come in really
Just
close.
look at how smooth. I think oftentimes when you think of a sorbet, you think it's going to be icy and crystally. This is like a soft serve ice cream.
Yep.
But it's sorbet. So it's magical how it can transform, how it can churn.
Well, and it's the exact same technology that they use in France, that they use anywhere, at Germany, wherever they make ice cream. It's basically a paddle inside of a refrigerated drum, and it just scrapes as it goes around. And because the drum is cold, it scoops the ice cream as it goes, and it gets thicker and thicker and thicker. All right, we are very busy.
Oh, look at this.
You can see by our counter up there, people are ordering this like crazy. Listen, it's April. It's 92 degrees here in Florida.
It's hot.
It's hot today.
Look at this.
And it's going to be hot where you are. And if you have kids or grandkids and you want to say, listen, kids, all right, it's Easter dinner. While we're getting everything organized, here's all your ingredients. Why don't you kids make some ice cream?
Now this is
right?
This is Catherine's flavor. This is her flavor. She came up with raspberry streaks and these little peanut butter cups. You know what? The kid is 4. She's got a future in this business. It's not a bad flavor, kid. So whenever we make raspberry streaks with peanut butter cups, it goes on the label of the pint, Catherine's Raspberry Peanut Butter Cup Smash.
So you know
She
what
loves it.
I would like to do mix-ins like cereal.
Look at that.
You know what I mean?
Cereal for sure.
Like you could put Captain Crunch in anything
For
and it's going to be good, right? Or Rice Krispies. You can do whatever you want. Whatever you have in your cupboard, you can incorporate.
Look at this.
If it's
Oh,
a
my
cookie
goodness.
or a cracker or whatever, and you can make the most incredible desserts that you've ever tasted. We are very, very busy. Today's special, $34.95, marked down from $49.95. Reduced shipping, $3.50. You're going to get 2. Ship them out. You also get 2 of the lid paddles, and you get 2 of the pint containers, which we did. And by the way, we have extra pint containers if you want to pick those up as well.
Totally.
Because what you're going to maybe want to do is have like an ice cream night where you make like 8 pints.
Totally.
And now you're good for the week.
I love telling this to audiences because, Guy, once they try making ice cream for the first time, you're going to get hooked.
Yeah,
You're going to see it's like a magic trick in front of your eyes.
When I first got mine, I was making it every day.
You make it every day.
I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good.
And then especially once you figure out you can control the sugar and the lactose and the fat, the world is your oyster. You're going to make so many different flavors. So that's why I think that 4-pack of the containers is cool, because you can make vanilla chocolate one day. The next day you can make pistachio gelato and dulce de leche frozen yogurt. You get the recipes that I made exactly for this unit. Speaking of dulce de leche, come on.
Yeah, it's
Milk,
gonna be good.
cream, vanilla, sugar, and one more ingredient, dulce de leche. And all you do, you get into it. You could add chunks of chocolate like I did. Look at this. Look,
at
just
the,
look.
the color of it.
Isn't this better
It
than a
is
store-bought
so-
ice cream?
I've never seen dulce de leche ice cream that color. It's usually very light.
Look at that.
Can I have a little taste?
Well, I went generous with it. That's why, Guy. Because I can. You're making your own flavor.
That's, oh my God.
You keep saying it's your favorite. You got to pick one, Guy. I can't name them all
Well,
after you.
because you're gradually going in my direction that I love, which is I love caramel.
Look at
I
that.
love coffee. You know
The
what's
coffee
funny?
one was good.
You know what's funny though? I don't really have a favorite ice cream. I like different ice creams at different times. Like if I go to the store, I may buy salted caramel one day, and I'll buy pistachio the next day.
Sure.
I like variety.
And you can make those different flavors.
Yeah, you can make them yourself.
And again, you can make either ice cream, sorbet,
So good.
frozen yogurt, gelato, and it's as easy as mixing 4 or 5 ingredients together that you already have. You get the recipes, which are super important. At Kitchen HQ, we know this. When you get it out of the box, you gotta know what to do right away, and you'll get hooked.
By the way, if you like to make like root beer floats,
Totally.
because I saw root beer over there. You
I'm
can
gonna make you one next
You
hour.
can make root beer floats. You can make anything that you want. All right, we are very busy. Rob, I'm going to go over one more time and go over colors.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people are ordering and they're like, wait, what do I buy? All right. So in front, you get the red and the white, and that comes with the separate pints so you can store. We have the lilac and the sprinkles. Behind that is buttercream, and this is called ice cream cone. This is pistachio and white and black. I have aqua and sprinkle. And then finally, I have strawberries and rose. You get everything you need. All you do, get your ingredients, pour them in, grab the freezable out of the freezer, pour the ingredients in, hit the button and let it go. And you will have ice cream before you know it. All right, we have a bonus buy today, and we're gonna slide over to you. And this is actually a heated ice cream scoop.
It's so cool.
We carried one of these a year or two ago, and I remember thinking, I want to get that so bad. It actually has a built-in rechargeable battery.
Yeah.
That heats
Look at
the
that.
metal portion of the scoop, so that now you're not bending your spoon in half every time you want ice cream.
And you know what? It's so easy. You're watching it go. It's like a hot knife through butter. So I'm not struggling in that clippy, old school kind of ice cream scoop.
Yeah.
You just glide it through the ice cream, and look, it just creates this perfect
this
little
is the
ball.
kind. That's the kind the pros use. It's
Totally.
Have you ever been to like Cold
Look at
Stone
that.
Creamery or those? They use these big, heavy-duty scoops, and
It's
I wouldn't
great.
even doubt that theirs aren't heated.
And this one, no batteries. So all you do, look at that. it's perfect. And I'm not struggling, I'm not digging. And when it comes to releasing it into my serving vessel, it just slides right out because it's just heated enough. USB charged, so you don't need any batteries, and it makes it easy. If you're gonna be making batch after batch, especially if you get those 4 tubs of pint containers, you're gonna want one of these so life is easy and you're not going like this.
Yeah, and by the way, we have extra pint containers if you want to pick those up. I like getting 2, but I think you should probably have 6 or 8 because you're going to want to make this. Have an ice cream afternoon with your kids.
Totally.
And we're going to mention those in a second. But get the scoop. The scoop is like, with the deal on it, we take $5 off if you buy the Today Special. There's the containers right there, and they come in colors. And you get a 4-pack for $14.95. And they have resealable lids, twist-on lids, not snap-on. So they're really easy, and you get a nice tight seal on those.
I forgot to show you this. We're also offering this
little... Is that an ice cream sleeve?
Look at the sleeve. So if you've got your pint of ice cream and it's really, really cold right out of the freezer, we've created a sleeve with a handle, and look at this guy.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
There's your spoon. Netflix and chill Friday night.
Oh my gosh.
You know?
And it keeps your ice cream nice and cold.
Keeps your ice cream cold,
and
keeps your hand dry.
Your hands don't get chilly when you're holding the ice cream container because most of you will eat right out of the pint. It's what we do. I know that's what I do.
I do.
I eat right out of the pint, so now you got a
How
little...
cool is that?
It's like a koozie for your ice cream.
There's your date night. Done.
I love that.
Isn't that cool?
Those are $16.95. And I think, Rob, what do you get, 2 of those? For the koozies, I think you get 2, right?
You get 2. Yeah,
2. Yeah, you get 2 of those. All right, we have a little bit of time left. If you want to get the heated ice cream scoop, very, very limited. There's already 1,200 of those gone.
Wow,
and
they're great.
And we have an update. If you want it in gray, we're down to about 500. We're okay in red.
Have some fun with the teal. Come on.
There's only 800 left in the teal.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people are just buying it because they're like...
It makes sense.
I hate using a regular spoon on ice cream. Never works.
Yeah.
Right? Always bends. So you can grab that while you can. But get it all. I mean, you know, I was saying before, a regular ice cream machine, you can spend $200 on an ice cream machine.
Easy.
All right? And...
Easy.
Then you feel like you got to use it every other day. With this, it's right there. All you need is some milk and cream, or almond milk, whatever you like, whatever your favorite sweetener is, your favorite fruits or mix-ins. You take the bowl out of the freezer, put the ingredients in, put the lid on, and turn the button. That's it.
And talk about the size, Guy. 1 pint being the right size to live in your freezer. It's not too big.
I had a 4-pint. It was too big.
It's too big.
Way too big.
Yeah.
All right. By the way, I said we have those kind of rainbow pint containers. Rob's going to put the item number up for us. And there it is. And you get a 4-pack of those. And they're only $14.95.
They're great.
HSN exclusive, Kitchen HQ. Listen, we got a lot more great stuff coming your way. We have another airing of our Today Special coming up at the end of our 2nd hour. But we assembled a lot of really good HQ pieces today.
You know, the whole lineup is designed to make your life easier and more fun in the kitchen.
That roaster,
the roaster's great.
We got cast iron.
It's all stock pot. You're gonna love it.
By the way, if you go to hsn.com, I wanted to remind you something because I know normally this is the Tasty Show. All our food is free shipping and handling. All right, so if you want to get some good stuff, it's all right there. I order half that stuff. I order.
Yeah.
All right, we got that big jumbo roasting pan. Yeah. We're going to show you why you need a big pan coming up right after the break. Stick around.
Get ready for a 48-hour launch party in celebration of you.
We've packed the house with the season's best buys.
And an all-star guest list to join in the fun, too.
All in honor of you.
Be sure to join us for the Customer Appreciation Launch Party now through Wednesday.
Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284-3900.
My singular goal is to improve the quality of people's lives. Everything we do is intended to be unlike any other company of our kind. We just make exceptional vitamins so you could have exceptional health. It's not important that you get the products I'm offering, but it's very important that you get the information I'm sharing, because information is the key to being a healthy person.
Let HSN spoil you with extra savings every Tuesday all April long. Stock up on even more of what you love with bonus buy offers on every Today's Special. Plus, extra special hsn.com only bonus buys you do not want to miss.
All right. It's Guy and Chef Shahir.
Hello.
So I was saying earlier that I went out years ago and I spent like close to $300 on a beautiful, and you know, probably know the name, French roasting pan. Because I never had a big enough pan for a Thanksgiving turkey. And then every time I wanted to make a lasagna, I was like, it's not deep enough. I don't want you to spend $300 on a roasting pan. You know why? You don't use it that much.
You're going to use it a handful of times a year, but those days matter. And
Look
I'll
at
tell
the price.
I mean,
They
that price
dropped
is,
it.
I mean,
it was $54.95. They dropped it again down to $44.95. Even if you use this a handful of times a year,
totally
you
worth it.
need it. Now, it comes with a rack. We have two colors, right, Chef?
2 colors, and I'm gonna tell you why you need a roasting rack. Very, very important. Whether you're doing your holiday ham come Easter, which is coming up, or your roast turkey at Thanksgiving and Christmas, or you're doing a big pot roast, a roasting rack is very important because what it does, it elevates your food. Now the hot oven air can circulate all the way around. That's how you get perfect golden turkey or perfectly caramelized glazed ham or perfect roast. You have to elevate it, and that's what a roasting rack does. But at Kitchen HQ, we said, how do we make it better? So first, this roasting rack and the whole roasting pan is non-stick, triple coated. So it's not gonna be a pain to clean, and even the roasting rack is non-stick. So even if you have an old school roasting rack that might be old and you've used it 100 times, think about it. Is it non-stick? How do you take your turkey off? Do you have skin caked onto it that you have to soak and scrub? We've solved that. It's non-stick rack and the pan.
Exterior.
So you don't have to worry. Triple coated, diamond enhanced. So it's not just a roasting rack. It's not just a roasting pan. It's the best you're ever gonna have. And there's 2 pour spouts on the side. So when you deglaze after roasting that ham or turkey, you can make a beautiful pan sauce.
I wanted to show everybody that. I'll take the rack out. And right here on the corner, and there's 2 corners, one on either end, they actually have, and you could probably see it right.
Oh my gosh.
See if you can see it right there, right there. This is actually a pour spout. Right there. You can kind of see it when I go that way. Yeah, there it is. You can sort of see it. But anyway, this is so that you can pour off your gravies or whatever you need. The roasting rack is an integral part of it because when I bought mine, it didn't come with a roasting rack, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I was using vegetables underneath to elevate everything. But Chef is right. You really need a good roasting rack. And having nonstick, because here's the problem that I had with mine. I don't even know if it had a nonstick, but that pan, I had to take steel wool every time I used it. And I'm talking like it was just turkey.
Totally.
And I had to take steel wool to get all that stuff off the bottom of the pan.
Look at that. Even if you want to do 2 roast chickens, your vegetables underneath, the roasting rack elevates the chicken, the turkey, the roast ham, the roast beef. What that does, it allows the hot oven air to circulate around. By the way, that's what an air fryer does. It's almost like turning your oven into an air fryer so the air can circulate around. That's how you get the perfect, even golden turkey or ham. Look at the quantity here.
I want everybody to see the nonstick. So I'm pulling it back, and nothing is sticking to this pan. And this is cheese and sauce. You can probably barely see it there, but nothing is sticking inside.
Well, even if you look at you can break it, Guy. It's okay.
Well,
I'm here to feed you today.
We did kind of almost burn it, but
yeah, that's true.
It's okay.
You know, it is oven safe to 500. I wanted to prove it. How about that?
It's a little crunchy on top.
Oven safe up to 500, so don't worry about almost burning the top of your lasagna.
I would eat
but
that.
there's the bottom. Look at the bottom. The cheesy, tomatoey lasagna. Nothing will stick. And I always say, look at this. When you don't fear the cleanup, you love using the cookware. So this is triple diamond enhanced, non-stick. You're gonna use it holiday time, but you're also gonna use it if you're feeding a crowd. I mean, 2 chickens.
And you know what's really great about it? Because a lot of people are like, well, it's an awful big pan. Where am I going to put it? You know where I used to put mine? In the oven and leave it there.
Yeah,
I just
totally.
left it on one of the racks. I'm like, I just leave it in there
you
when
leave
I
it-
need
it's
it.
there when you need it.
But if you need to do a giant sheet cake, or if you're doing a roast pork, if you love to do roasted vegetables, the only real way to do that is with a really good roasting pan. I know a lot of you don't have one, but you can get one today. It is at this day only at $44.95. That was just a quick special.
And real quick, Guy,
Yeah.
stainless steel handles. So
Riveted.
it does have riveted handles.
Yep.
It has that quality of the fancy French brand for less.
For $44. It's
pretty
a
good.
giveaway. All right, let's go over to a really, really, really cool pot.
Yes.
I have a vertical steamer at home.
Yep.
And I will tell you, I love it. I am shocked at how much I use it.
Sure.
Because my vertical steamer, first of all, it's really made to kind of cook things that are tall, right? So obviously, if you have asparagus, or if you have corn on the cob, right, or if you're roasting carrots, whatever it is, you love that elongated shape. But what I wind up using it for at least 2 or 3 times a week is pasta.
Voila.
It is the best pasta cooker.
How
What
cool
you're
is that?
getting is you're getting the 4.5 quart. It's all stainless, aluminum encapsulated bottom, so it has great heat conduction.
Yep.
And you get the insert so that you can pull the pasta or the corn or whatever it is out without making a mess. And that's a really good thing. But think about it. You could also use this for soups.
Yep.
You could use this to make stock.
You can make your
Right?
stock, your soups, your stews, your gravy, etc. Now, here's why I love it. Number one, for tall things, spaghetti, linguine, corn, asparagus, things that you want to blanch or boil and you don't want to break. So obviously, it's great for tall, tall things. But really, Guy, this pot, which is 4.5 quarts, tall and sleek, stainless steel, is about real estate. Think of it this way. Your stovetop is spoken for.
I can't believe this. It's $21.
It's $21. And it's got the silicone handle on the handle so you keep your fingers safe.
Yep.
But remember, you know, when you're cooking and maybe it's the holidays and your stovetop is covered, but you need one more pot to make those potatoes or to boil the Brussels sprouts or to, you know, make the side dish. It's slim, so it's that upright kind of shape. It's perfect for a crowded stovetop and also for those foods like pasta, asparagus, corn.
I love the handle.
Love the handle.
Because I can take this and I can pour off the liquid. So if or I can pull the strainer out if I wanted to, but I use it for eggs all the time. I love hard-cooked eggs, one of my favorite things.
If you want to batch cook them,
Look at
and
that.
it comes with the basket. So this basket allows you to do your eggs, allows you to blanch your asparagus, allows you to do, hey, how about this? A bunch of hot dogs or chili dogs for game day. And look, it comes with the basket, and you just take it out. How can you...
Look at that.
How can you do like 30 hot dogs at the same time?
I'd boil those in beer. How about you?
There you go, in beer.
You know, it's
Hey,
funny.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's funny. I had hot dogs last night.
That's a good idea.
Listen. Well, I love game dogs, and game dogs are always boiled.
Yep.
When you go to the ballpark, they're not
100%.
grilling hot dogs. They're boiled
Yellow
hot
mustard,
dogs.
this is the way to do it.
Yep. And if you
Look at
do
that.
pasta, and you've got 4.5 quarts of pasta, and now that is obviously enough for 10 people.
And I want to show you a really cool feature that we came up with as well. Look in the lid. The lid has a built-in strainer on both sides, the large holes and the fine strainer. So whatever you're straining out, whether it's pasta or even a fine vegetable like peas, you can get it out without your vegetables or your pasta or your baby potatoes flying out all over the place. So we thought of everything. The lid has that silicone handle so I'm not hurting my fingers even though the pan is hot. The handle on the back is silicone coated, so my hands are protected. So you're gonna blanch your vegetables, your baby potatoes, your asparagus, your corn, your pasta, your eggs, the hot dogs, your soup, just to keep it warm during the holidays.
I
It's
just
one
love,
of those
I
pans.
love the design of it. And, you know, we launched this type of a pan years ago.
Yep.
And I got to tell you, it's one of
Look
the
at that.
smartest pans you can get because it doesn't take up a lot of space on your stove. It uses up vertical space.
Yeah.
And even if you just use it as your pasta pot, or if you're as a steamer, you can use it as a steamer if
Hey,
you
you
want to
read
do that
my
as well.
mind.
We did veggies.
You read my mind.
Look at that.
Here's why I love the basket as well. So the basket can also be used, as Guy just said, as a steamer basket. So what does that mean? I don't have to fill it up with liquid. I could put a little bit of stock or water or white wine in the bottom, then fill my veggies and use them in the basket and steam them. So now I'm relying on the flavor of steam, not fat. I'm cooking with less fat. I love steaming veggies or shrimp.
Or even things like wontons.
Or
Right?
wontons,
You
absolutely.
put a little bit of liquid at the bottom with a little bit of soy sauce.
From frozen, do it.
And just pop them in there. And when they're ready, you just lift it right out. It makes life so much easier, and there's less mess because you never have to worry about moving your pasta to a separate strainer, which gets all over the place. Everything is built in. We give you the lid with the different size pour spouts. So whether you're draining off capellini or you're doing rigatoni, it works perfectly for that. And listen, the size is really what makes it for me because I've seen these but smaller. I like the 4.5 quart because I could do a lot of stuff inside.
I like the 4.5 quarts because look how much corn
on a cob,
or asparagus or a big batch of soup or chili. Let's say you get 2 of them and have one for hot dogs, one for chili. I've got my oatmeal in there, a risotto in there, your pasta, your blanching veggies. So it's just one of those things. I think you and I like this because it's got a restaurant feel to it.
Totally.
Do you know what I mean?
Without a doubt.
When we're working in restaurants, we always have these baskets, and it's like bringing the restaurant home.
And again, Kitchen HQ quality. So we got encapsulated tri-ply on the bottom, so you get great heat retention. Pour spout on front, riveted handles. And by the way, that is a silicone handle, so I'm not burning my hand when I grab that, because you know that would be hot. It's just warm. So now I can take what I need, and I can pour if I need to. So even if you want to use this to make, maybe you make iced tea for summer. And you're like, I'm going to make my iced tea in there. And then the nice thing is you can put the lid on, you can put the whole thing in the refrigerator.
And easy
and let
as
it be
that.
cold. And
You
then
know it's quality.
Then you can pour your tea whenever you're good.
And this is one of those things, Guy, when you look at the price, you say, wait a second, listen. This is real stainless steel. Like, this is built to last. So this is a kitchen investment that you're going to use for years to come. And it's sleek, tall. It doesn't take up that real estate on your cooktop.
My director, Charlie, just said,
Yeah.
could I use it as a beer stein? Cheers,
Charlie's
Charlie.
having a bad day, huh?
Here you go, Charlie.
All right, Charlie. I guess you could.
Blow that
Woo.
tuba. Charlie plays tuba.
Jokes aside, Charlie, you know what you should be doing come holiday time? Make a mulled wine in here.
He's the only guy I know that actually
says, oh, yeah.
He plays tuba. Did you know that? Our director plays the tuba.
Okay, it makes sense.
And he plays it well. All right, we are very busy. Rob, you said I don't have a lot of these, right? All right, if you want red, 700. If you want black, 650. This is one of those pieces that a chef would buy. Right?
That's why I think we both dig it, because you and I
Yeah,
come from the restaurant
we're restaurant
world.
guys.
And this is how
Yeah.
we blanch our veggies, cook big batches of eggs.
We
keep
one
our
year,
soups, all
I
that
worked in
stuff.
this northern Italian restaurant. One year, my boss, Tommy, who I love, came up with the bright idea that we were going to do fresh pasta.
Hey.
Which, as you know, is work.
Yes.
But that's the only way to cook fresh pasta.
That's the only way to cook
is you
any
gotta
shape.
blanch it real quick.
You gotta blanch it real quick.
All right, if you want to get it, 500 left of each color.
Look at that.
$21.95 this day only. $8 off.
Mulled wine.
You will use this all the time. All right? 866-810. Hey, real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
We didn't get to air this, but I wanted you to give me like a minute on our speed grater.
The speed grater.
This is the most brilliant invention of all time. I own it. Every host here owns it.
Everyone owns it.
Rob, our producer, everybody owns it. Why do we own it, Chef?
This is the #1 selling kitchen gadget in the history of HSN, the 47 years, because it replaces a box grater, a mandolin, a food processor, and a little handheld grater, and it's easy. Nothing to plug in. You put it on your counter, suction it down, and you interchange these stainless steel drums. There's a whole ecosystem built on the speed grater. You can get different attachments. You can get a juicer attachment, a spiralizer attachment, but at the end of the day, you're gonna grate cheese, slice potatoes, slice vegetables, fruits, grate graham cracker crumbs. With ease, nothing goes to waste, and your fingers never get in the way. You gotta check it out.
All right, guys, buy it. I use that more than any other Kitchen HQ.
Everyone has that.
I love that thing. All right. We have, this is one of my picks in the show, because I've never seen a deal like this. All right, I own a big, giant cast iron Kitchen HQ roaster.
Yeah.
And I love it. Very big, heavy weight, because you want cast iron. But what Kitchen HQ did is they said, listen, not everybody needs a big giant pan. Sometimes you need a medium size. Sometimes you need a smaller size. We are giving you essentially 3 pans. We're giving you a griddle, giving you a lid, giving you a griddle, giving you a regular grill, like a flat top, and we give you the giant Dutch.
Yep. 3-quart Dutch.
All these come with a lid. This is how it stores. And by the way, it's cast iron. And that's a good thing. Well, I like to show everybody.
It's
Listen,
great.
this is not a little flimsy piece of cookware. It's cast iron. And then what they do is they put that triple infused diamond nonstick on it. So you never have to worry about seasoning it. Nothing will stick to it. This is an incredible deal. You get all 4 pieces for $99.95. So you can flat top, you can griddle, You can do whatever. You can make pancakes. You can do hot burgers, fried chicken.
And you can fry, you're gonna sear, you're gonna grill because it's got everything you need. This is the ceramic non-stick cast iron lineup from Kitchen HQ, and it's stackable. So you get the grill, you get the saute pan, and you get that 3-quart brazier all in one stackable component. But here's the thing, why do we love cast iron? Well, this is why. You got the perfect sear, the perfect even heat when you're frying,
Look at
baking,
that steak.
braising.
Look at that.
This is cast iron at its finest. But unlike Grandma's cast iron, you don't have to baby this. You don't have to season it. You don't have to, you know, worry about how clean it is. Also, old school cast iron guy, you can't cook with wine and tomato, it rusts. Here I can, look at this. It's cooking with reckless abandon. You don't have to worry, and when you don't fear the cleanup, you don't worry about using the cookware. Look at my salmon, nothing sticks.
So here's the thing about salmon.
Yeah.
You know, I love a seared salmon. You really, it's very difficult to try to grill salmon because it falls apart.
Yeah.
But that's why we give you 3 separate surfaces to cook on. So you get the shallow, you get one that's a little deeper, you get the griddle pan, and you get the 3-quart roaster.
Yeah.
So you can braise.
And I want to show you guys.
Each one wears the same hat.
They wear the same hat,
All the
so
lids.
the lid is totally universal. I've seared my salmon, and now look. The lid works on the little saute pan, the grill pan, or the brazier, and this is a great way to cook with steam, not fat. There you go, exactly. They're interchangeable.
That's awesome.
Isn't that great?
I love that.
So you have your grill, you have your saute pan, you have your non-stick pan, you have your brazier. Now look at this steak, guys. Look at the sear and the char I got on this steak. It is unbelievable. I added a little red wine. You could deglaze with a little dollop of butter as well. This is, even if it's just for the grill pan.
And then watch
And
the
look.
cleanup. You got to see this.
Look at this.
We'll come in close on the pan.
Guys, come in and look at this. Could you do this with Grandma's cast iron?
No. And you know what else?
It is simple.
I love that it has the helper handles, which are part of the pan. They're not glued. They're not riveted. They are
Amazing.
part of the pan. So if a pan had a big handle,
Yeah.
it would be really hard to store.
Yep.
These store, I'll show you again, just like this. I mean, look at this. That is crazy. All 3 pans and the lid all stacked together. And by the way, because of that nonstick, you don't have to throw a bunch of butter or oil in there.
I seared this salmon with no oil
Well, salmon
and no
has
butter.
fat. You don't need any more.
And that's all you need. I think people forget that 1 tablespoon of olive oil has 14 grams of fat. You don't need that extra fat. Look at the sear I got on the salmon, and that's because it's that cast iron ceramic non-stick. I got a perfect sear. You can cut back on the fat, save those calories from fat every day, and it adds up. Look how stunning this looks.
We're doing fried chicken in the
frying
3-quart.
Now, why did Grandma love to fry in cast iron? Same reason why we love to sear. Look at the burgers.
Yeah, it's stupid.
The perfect grill marks on the burgers. So whether you're using the grill pan, the saute pan, or the brazier, which I'm going to show you, this has everything you need. If you're looking to upgrade your whole cookware set, this is the way to do it. And now, because I know it's non-stick, Guy, I'm throwing cheese on there, and I'm not worried.
Nah.
Old school cast iron, I would never do this. Watch this. Universal lid.
Love it. Ooh,
And let it melt. Now
what
look
do you
at
got in there?
this.
Is that a tikka?
In my 3-quart brazier, you got it. A beautiful,
Sweet.
fragrant tikka masala with
Oh,
the
by
chicken.
the way, and we have that electric rice cooker.
Yes.
Coming up in the next hour.
Oh, I should save that with the rice.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Look at the capacity of the 3 quarts. Now this is
That's
so
enough
cool.
for 6 people. Easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
I seared the chicken first, then I added the cauliflower, the carrots, a little tikka masala sauce. Beautiful. So you get a brazier, you get a grill pan, you get the saute pan, and it's all non-stick, but cast iron
It
non-stick.
makes all the difference.
It makes all the difference
I
in the
use
world.
cast iron 90% of the times when I cook.
Yes.
Because I know I can cook on a medium temperature. I know I'm going to get a great sear because it has a
Look at
great
that.
contact with your food.
Yep.
Because it holds temperature so well. I've got fried chicken over here. I don't know if you guys can see, but I got a whole bunch of fried chicken. And you know, in the South, you fry chicken in a cast iron pan, all right?
Always.
And look at this. I want you to see how beautiful this has come out. I normally would drain it, but it's okay. I just
Now,
wanted
you
to
know
show
why?
Look at this.
You know, we do that because the oil temp doesn't go down, so that the chicken doesn't get greasy. So whether you're frying, braising, searing, roasting, baking, you're going to use cast iron, but you won't fear the cleanup because it's ceramic non-stick. Look at that.
Amanda made this chicken. Everything Amanda touches turns to gold. So But I'm telling you, if you want to make a good fried chicken, if you want to fry anything, fried shrimp, you need that larger pan. Now, if you want to do burgers,
donuts,
use the griddle pan and get those marks on your food.
Look at the marks I'm getting on my pork. I didn't put any oil, any butter. This is the same pan I did my steaks. And guys, look at this one. In my saute pan, that's where I did the salmon with the asparagus, the white wine. I wipe it out.
Look at it.
Come on,
insane,
man.
That's insane.
How cool is that? Look at my eggs.
Now,
Nothing
eggs
sticks.
would normally be very sticky.
Nothing sticks.
I want you to watch this.
Look at this.
Look at this.
Guys, you want to see my dancing eggs? Wow. And out. If it's just your new nonstick pan, it's worth it. If it's just your nonstick grill, it's worth it. If it's just your brazier, it's worth it. My pans look spotless because that's how nonstick it is.
All right, I have 580 left in red. They are going very, very quickly. And remember, if you don't need all 3 pans, you can always keep 1 or 2 and give one away. I don't care, but make sure you keep the lid. But you are getting 3 cast iron pieces plus the lid. And I will tell you this as well, and you know this.
Yep.
You will have these pans the rest of your days.
100%.
These will not go away. It is cast iron. It lasts forever. It's the original form of cookware when you think about it.
Totally.
I mean, look at old stuff. It's all cast iron's all we had, right?
I started with cheese.
Let it go.
I started with cheese.
Oh, I know what you're going to do. I love this. I love when you do this. Best idea ever to make a quesadilla.
The cheese doesn't stick. This isn't just grandma's cast iron. This is ceramic, non-stick cast iron. So if I can start with melted cheese or sugar or eggs, I mean, are you kidding me? Look at this thing. And look. Upside down quesadilla. It doesn't stick. Talk about the best grilled cheese.
I have one of your cast iron pans, and I've never done that, and I want to do that.
How cool is that?
I want to make like fajitas.
Totally.
Which I could do the meat in there, I could do the cheese in there, I could do the tortillas in there, I could do all that.
Look at this.
And
oh my gosh.
Remember, when you bring it to the table, it stays hot.
It stays hot. You have the lid.
For like 30 minutes, it'll stay hot.
Oh my gosh. Look, I started with an upside down cheese quesadilla. When you cook like this, you have fun. You don't fear the cleanup. Remember, this is where I did the eggs and the bacon. They slid right out. Hey, how about this? That's a breakfast of champions right there.
Yeah. Guys, and again, I want you to look at the pan. The pan there's no remnants of anything. All right.
Don't let me forget my burgers.
We did burgers.
Look at this.
And look
so
at
remember, on the grill pan, I did my cheeseburgers. The cheese doesn't stick. So you've got the best grill pan that's cast iron, ceramic, nonstick. You've got the best little skillet for your everyday cooking, eggs, salmon, veggies, and you've got the 3-quart brazier. It's all cast iron, it's all diamond-enhanced ceramic nonstick, and best of all, it's meant to nest within themselves. So even while they're nested on your kind of stovetop, they're only 13 inches tall.
All right,
you know what I mean?
I'm turning the sausages over here. And guys, here's the thing. We have this on the smallest burner.
Yeah.
And we're already getting color, which is crazy. And I would have waited a little bit longer to turn these, but I wanted you to see that if you want to do a little bit of food or a lot of food, I don't know where you're going to put that.
Look at my bubbling. Look at this. I got a huge bubbling pasta bake. The best mac and cheese you've ever seen in that 3-quart brazier. So whether you're doing a big batch cook, look at the mac and cheese.
All right.
Oh my God, I'm making a mess on the table, but that's okay.
Amanda, I need a plate too. Oh, here
Amanda.
We go. I got it.
Look at the cheesy mac and cheese. Guy, get in here. So whether you're doing big batch cooking, whether you're doing just grilling or sauteing, it's gonna do it all. And remember, that lid is universal. Amanda's the best.
Amanda made it, which means it's gonna be money. I gotta get a little of that crunchy top. It's hot.
But look at the pork. Remember, I'm using, isn't that good? No, she's the best. She's the best. You know it's good if Guy stops talking.
I don't even know what to say. You know what's funny is that the best macaroni and cheese I've ever had, believe it or not, Danny's girlfriend's mother makes it. And I don't know what she puts in it. This is very, very, very close, Amanda.
Yeah.
This is crazy good.
How cool is this?
And remember, we don't have to worry about scrubbing that pan.
Yeah.
Because it's nonstick. Regular cast iron is not nonstick. Regular cast iron is sticky, and you have to season it, and you have to put a lot of oil in it.
Yep.
Because we put the nonstick on here, triple infused diamond, you're never gonna have to worry about that. And again, it's a little bit of an investment, but you're getting 4 pieces. 3 pans, big jumbo, 2 of the smaller ones so you can grill or you can flat top, and you get the lid. And let me tell you, roasting, even if it's cauliflower.
Totally.
We got some broccolini in
Or
there.
make your spring veg exciting. You know, vegetables don't have to be blanched and boring. They can have some char. They can have some action, you know. This is your new saute pan. This is your new egg pan non-stick. This is your new brazier, your new grill pan. It's everything. And again, I'm adding splashes of white wine or tomato to things because this isn't grandma's cast iron. I don't have to worry about rusting. I don't have to worry about cleaning up after. It's ceramic non-stick cookware at its finest.
And look at this. Watch, I'm gonna make a plate. Where do you see this?
Oh,
everything
so good.
everything has been done in the cast iron.
Yep.
So there is, now that is not a southern meal. Come on
How
in
good
close.
does everything smell?
Look at that. Look at that. Crispy fried chicken. Look at the top on that mac and cheese.
Yep.
Amanda, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, I just want to suck this thing down like
Now,
nothing.
real quick, while these things kind of simmer away, I've got my sausages under that universal lid.
I'll watch them.
Okay, we've got, look at the pork. Look at the flavor I've developed with 0 fat. I didn't put any oil or butter. Some cherry tomatoes, some capers, some stock. This looks so good, you can land it on the table as such. It just looks awesome. But come all the way over here with me. With cast iron, you also want to bake. We've now shown frying, searing, grilling, steaming. Think about baking. The best cornbread in cast iron because it's even heat. Now you can get these little silicone handles as well. Look out for those. They're a great little add-on because the cookware looks so great, you can go oven to table. But watch this. When I say it's ceramic nonstick cookware, I really, truly mean it's ceramic non-stick cookware.
A little push.
Look
There
at
it
this.
is.
Even my upside down citrus cake just slides out. It's covered in caramel. And look at it. It slides out. How
Here's a wet
cool
one.
is
That's
this?
a little bit better.
Now watch
Use that
this. Even in the bottom of that pan with caramel. Now we've seen with sugar, we've seen with cheese. Look at this. The cleanup is easy. When you don't fear the cleanup, you use the cookware. And again, I'm talking to you out there if you need a new set of cookware and you want it to be cast iron, but you don't want the pain in the butt, you can now have the saute pan, the grill pan, the 3-quart brazier, all meant to nest within themselves with the one lid that fits them all.
Oh, man.
Right?
You got so much good stuff. By the way, do your grilled cheese in cast iron.
Do your grilled cheese in cast
It'll bake.
100%.
And it'll be a little bit crispy.
100%.
And then inside that cheese will be so melty.
Totally.
And remember, we can always put the lid on it.
You can put the lid on it.
So that cheese will melt.
Yep.
Because you get a lid. You get 3 pans.
Oh man, that smells
Look
good.
at that.
Look
And
at the
that.
veg,
See,
the
look at
char.
you got a
you want.
little, I was just going to say, you got a nice char in
That's
that
what you
veg.
want. It's not boring. Now it can come out. You know, you
Smoky.
can give it enough. It's got a little bit of character, some crispy edges. I can add a splash of white wine here. I can finish kind of steaming it now with that universal lid. This is the joy of cooking with cast iron that you don't worry about, whether it's acidic ingredients or cleanup. Look at the results though. I'm not asking you to cook with less fat and have boring food. The pork is amazing. Look at the flavors.
Yeah, it's silly.
I seared it with no oil, no butter, just blistered some tomatoes with some capers.
And then there's some veg for
And then you
chef.
got the veg to go with it.
Put that right
so
on
when
there.
you're cooking with cast iron, you're making your mains, your sides, you're baking, you're braising, you're frying. That's summertime eating, springtime eating at its finest. You always want to cook with cast iron.
Look at
You
this.
don't always want to clean.
You know what's amazing? Watch these dishes.
Beautiful.
All right, this egg right here, that looks like it on the page of a menu of a restaurant.
Easy.
Steaks looks like restaurant. The pork with a little chimichurri or
Little
whatever you got
chimichurri
there.
right on top.
Fried chicken. And remember, there is a reason Southern cooks have been using cast iron
Absolutely.
and continue to use it all the time because they know they're going to get great heat.
Yep.
They know they're going to get a great sear. They know they actually cook, it cooks better
Look at
because
that.
you're getting, yeah, I know, it's perfect.
It's just awesome. And you know
And
what, Guy?
It lasts forever.
I wrote my cookbook 4 years ago. We just started selling it on hsn.com. In my book, I write, in every kitchen you need a cast iron pan. Now, when I wrote those
Yeah.
words 4 years ago, non-stick ceramic cast iron wasn't even a thing. It wasn't invented yet. Now that you have this technology, you gotta get it.
And if you have a steak that you have
Yeah.
purchased, if you bought a steak, you are doing it an injustice by cooking it on anything but cast iron.
Absolutely.
That's really the key.
Absolutely.
You will get the best sear,
Oh.
the best results every time.
Getting hungry.
All right, we got another hour.
I'm getting hungry now, man.
I'm pacing myself.
He's smarter.
All right, so if you want something really yummy to go with that chicken
Yes.
or that tikka masala,
That's what you need. Some
I gotta
rice.
show you this. Where is it? Is it way over there? All right, I'm not gonna go over there. I'm buying this.